All right, we got a great little video for you guys today from our friends at Flagrant Beard. You may have remembered the name Flagrant Beard because I wear his beautiful handmade leather belts. But today we've got one of his HAVOC knives. This is a beautiful straight blade ring knife, and I'm not going to profess to be some super knife fighter, but what I do appreciate is good quality. A lot of thought went into this knife as well as the sheath. And we're going to show you a few things about this knife today, as well as demonstrate it on our heavy bag that is been so kind to allow us to stab it to death. Comes with one-way snaps, so these snaps, same type of snap that's used with soft loops for a lot of holsters. They have to be installed or snapped together in a certain direction. You can't get them off just by popping on them. So right now, as you see, I'm going to put this on. If you push straight down, it won't clip. So that snap has to be installed one direction to the other. And you can tell, I don't know if you can zoom into that, with these one-way snaps, there's a little raised section inside of there. Can you see it, Drew?
Yep.
Probably zoomed in on a pimple on my face being that close. The reason for those is it stops this thing from just popping off. So this could be installed like so on a belt. You would remove the lanyard for this, but I'm just showing you what this would look like. I'm just showing you some of the positions that you could carry this in. And this is going to be super dependent on your own personal needs. And again, the chain would be removed. The knife then can be deployed from the holster, and I would probably actually carry this on a cross draw. Without having my belt set up how I want it, it's taking a moment to get it installed in the position that I would probably carry it in. But you would put this sucker just like so, or you could also use the rivet loops and put this onto a plate carrier, put it onto other gear. You could also remove these loops altogether by pulling the screws, and if you did that, you could then carry this as a pocket carry. I'll show you what that would look like. You could use this as a safety catch as well. So this guy is going to go just like that. See that? And now when I went to draw this, I'm going to come up and out and be ready to go. And if I carried that in that fashion, I would take the soft loops off of this blade. The other thing you could do with that outside of the pocket would be here. See that? And again, this is one of those kind of situations where this is a body dependent scenario. You may shorten this lanyard to where it's only a few inches. I'm just showing you guys options. And if you didn't like to use this chain, you could put some 550 cord on there. You could get yourself a leather strap, a piece of leather strapping rather. But you can see that hides real tight, and you can draw and do whatever you got to do. These ring blades have a lot of great uses. This edge is super sharp. One thing that you're going to get with a blade like this is great durability. Now, something else I like about this setup is he supplies, not included, but you can get a well-blunted trainer. Same holster. I don't think it's the exact same holster because it's going to be a little thicker to allow this to go in there, but everything is designed the exact same. So if you go to train, you've got everything being drawn in the same fashion. You see that? You're not having to switch up gear. I like this design. You guys know I'm a Colonel fan, but this blade, it is built in a fashion. You make a good fist with this thing and go to town. I could drive and strike, and we're going to try this on the bag. I'm going to strike straight through the bag, and you're going to see this thing rip and tear. So if we had to fight with this, I could strike, I could definitely puncture, and I could also uppercut with this. Basically, you're just adding a fang or a talon, so to speak, to your grip. Let's try this thing on the bag. I'm digging it. So let's take a quick look at what we can do with the HAVOC on a bag. I'm not looking here for some kind of lethality. I just want to see how it feels for me to draw it from my preferred position, which is right here in the belt. And then I will very carefully engage. Quick side note, be very careful reholstering a blade like that when it is in your pants. I shouldn't have to say that, but I am going to say it. A better habit would be to pull the sheath out of your pants, carefully insert, and then tuck again, however you're going to carry it. That's your preferred method. I'm going to clear my cover garment, I'm going to access the blade, and I'm just going to drive a few strikes and stabs into this bag just to see how it feels. This is actually the first time I've ever deployed this knife. I've used the trainer a little bit, and I'm going to see what that looks like. So I'm going to clear. I've got the knife, and I'm right now using a standard grip with the blade, my index fingers through the ring, a lot of different things that you can do with this. So I can easily stab anywhere I want, and if you look, it takes me nothing to drive that into the bag. So if I wanted to strike, this is what's cool about a knife like this. So now I'm going to drive my fist across this. We'll imagine that this was an adversary's head. And what I'm looking at here is how easy it is for me to fold. If I miss and glance the blow, glance my fist off of adversary's head, or my intention is to run this blade across their head. Check it out, I'm gonna aim for right here. So that was super simple. You saw that I didn't drive a lot of force at all. I'll hit here. These are very nice slashes. I'm keeping a good grip just like I would when I was striking, and just striking right through. Now this is not kids play here. Don't screw around like this and drive into things, because you could very easily torque this out of your hand if you do not know how to make a good firm fist. But again, very simple to drive this knife home. More importantly, easily deployed and easily carried about on your body. It's not hard at all to get that sucker set up, and I'm not walking around naked. And I've got a blade. Swingy for effect. You could also carry this from the opposite side. Everything we just talked about works the same. Get tied up using my dominant hand. Please let I don't want to get in your raper van. Kind of a joke, kind of not. I think these retail for about $125. The trainer blade is about 90 bucks, I want to say. And I do believe Carry Trainer has a code for Flagrant Beard, which would be Carry Trainer, and it will be with all the rest of our codes up on the Carry Trainer homepage. Hey man, Flagrant Beard, they make some nice stuff. Their products are USA made, as is this delicious belt made by the Amish, holding up my HAVOC blade. What do you think, Drew? Something else Flagrant Beard is known for are these amazing tomahawks. You could use these things as a camping tool. You could use this as an end of the world tool. This is also the kind of thing you keep in your truck and get you out of trouble. If you've got to make some kindling, if you've got to hack your way through some brush, cut some brush to get your stuck vehicle out, or God forbid have a formidable weapon, this thing's going to do it. It is a very solid, well-made tool. And those are also available on flagrantbeard.com. And of course, Flagrant Beard's got a super rad logo. If you ever meet him in person, he's got this crazy red beard. Dave's a great guy. We've got this on our gun bag. Now I've got another one. I'll end up putting that onto the wall. Cool materials, cool products made by a cool person, made right here in the good old US of A. These blades too, by the way. That means something to me. This isn't some garbage made product. This is Good tool steel, 1095 steel, made in the US of A.